The discovery of gold and iron ore in the hills near the city of Wawa meant a great deal of transportation was needed to move the heavy product, turning the nearby Michipicoten Harbor into a busy hub of shipping. Previously used as a steamer dock, the harbor was quickly outfitted with a 750-foot approach trestle, a 275-foot long wooden ore dock with 12 50-ton ore bins, a 600-foot pier with warehouse, a sawmill, office, store, hotel, and worker cabins. On the railways, 5 locomotives moved 100 steel ore cars and 4 steamships moved product in and out of the harbor constantly. After the mine's closure in 1918, the Michipicoten Harbor remained a transportation center for other local exports as well as passengers traveling along Lake Superior. The town grew further in the 1920s with a general store, post office, billiard hall, and schoolhouse that taught both the town's children and that of the local tribe. 1939 saw the return of ore processing, along with the continued lumber and pulp processing, which employed over 100 local men. During World War II, German prisoners of war were placed at the harbor to process pulpwood as well. But with the switching from coal to diesel, the harbor began to slow down in the 1950s. Imperial Oil used the docks, but things slowed down further with the opening of the Trans-Canada Highway in 1960. The harbor finally closed for good in the late 1990s and was purchased in 2002 by Superior Aggregates, a US-based trap rock mining company, which used the crushed stone for construction of highways in Michigan. Despite protests by citizens, the mine was finally approved and operations began in 2010.
Residents in Ontario are dealing with major flooding.
A portion of the Trans-Canada Highway is washed out near Wawa, Ontario.
It is quite severe, not so much in the town itself, but on the outside of town.
The damage is quite extensive. There is loss of homes.
Michipicoten First Nation is still without access or egress. From our end, there is a huge crater at the bottom of one hill. And then that's on what we call the Harbor Road. You turn off the Harbor Road onto the First Nations Road, and they have a washout at their end.
It's my understanding that there are going to be some evacuations that are going to be starting tomorrow in regards to removing some of those individuals from that community of.
There's a pile of sand in there where it must have just flooded through here. Whole thing.
This still looks like relatively okay.
This is like workshop area over here.
This is sad. This is someone's home. You know?
It's all clay. Very
I
clay.
don't think I've ever seen a clay like that in this one.
Oh wow. To like stop erosion. Didn't work.
Seeing these islands like this, it reminds you, I feel like you'd think you could see like an orca or something, you know?
The power's still on.
What?
There's power still on. There's like a router or something hooked up.
Yeah, they must have just stored them in there.
That's what I'm thinking.
You can see a whole bunch of coal in there.
Okay.
That's like an old paper thing.
Paper thing.
Or like a dresser, storage thing.
Oh, you're right.
That might have been the office, maybe. That looks like maybe cement.
Mm-hmm. Very eroded. There's satellite photos of the harbor for mining and stuff.
I just don't understand why people would
It's definitely been ransacked. A little kitchen. Oh, there's still crackers and a Campbell's soup. There's a flooded basement. What? Okay. There's a flooded basement down here. I'm not gonna go down those stairs though. Full light switch. There's a bed, so they must have like also stayed here. Put the guy they didn't like in there. Those are all like parts of some sort of equipment. Geology report. That says environmental noise feasibility assessment, hydroecological evaluation. Still a lot of stuff left. There's some pins. Industry and product is trap rock. A lot of them.